made another appointment today to get my lashes done. As you can see, I look kind of bald head across the eyelid because I took my lashes out. I had this okay, so normally I go to Amazing Lash. I'm gonna try to make this short as possible because I do not want to take my entire PMS session up. But you know what? This is a PMS session. It's my situation, my moment, my personal time. And I said that backwards. And I think I'm just going to use this time just to fucking vent because I am so frustrated right now with everything. And I have so much to be grateful for, but I can't feel it or see it or embrace it right now because of the bullshit that's going on in my life. So anyway, and I'm a nice person. And the fact that I have to tell you that I'm a nice person, you're probably saying to yourself, this bitch ain't nice. But I really am. I really, truly am. Now, I've had to work on myself through the years because I have not been the best sociable person. But in general, I am a nice person. I get along with people. I don't argue. And I've been in customer service all my life. So I kind of know how to deal with situations from both sides of the coin. I could be very direct in a nice way. Okay, but I'm a nice person. And I keep saying that over and over again because I want you to know that I'm nice. So anyway, so I put on Facebook a while ago because I had, wait, let me go back to Amazing Lash. So at Amazing Lash, I have my own stylist there. I've been going to her for a few years now. So I went to my stylist. I'm not going to say her name because I'm still contemplating on whether I'm going to continue to go to Amazing Lash, not because of her, but because of Amazing Lash. And if you are familiar at all with Amazing Lash, they are a chain of eyelash extension salons that have services for get your eyelashes done and products. So I've been going there for years, and some are corporate stores and some are privately owned. Now the one I happen to go to is privately owned, and I'm not going to tell you where it is because I'm still debating if I'm going to keep them on my automatic withdrawal list at the bank. So I got my lashes done before I went to California, probably about a day before I went. 2 days later into California, you know, of course your lashes, they put the lashes in and they do shed a couple days because they're adjusting, and you know, it might be some extra stuff up in there and whatever. So I'm used to the little shedding. But when I was in California, they shed too much. I mean, the whole sides right here were gone. So I just had lashes right here in the middle. Just right here. I had a geisha look going on. I was cute, but I wasn't fulfilled. You know what I mean? I wasn't whole. I was half-ass eyelash, if you will. That just made no damn sense. But anyway, they came out. I ran with it. I worked with it because I knew when I was coming back, I was like, okay, I'm not even going to fuss about this. I had such a great time in California. Maybe it was the climate. Who knows? You would think your products were climate controlled chemicals. I mean, they don't fall out with different climate, even though that's what they claim. They claim that your body changes, they fall out. Your products that you use to make them fall out. Your sweat, they fall out. I mean, they got a slew of excuses as to why they don't want to give you a credit. Anyway, my stylist wasn't available, so I was like, oh shit, and I forgot who she told me to go to when she's not there. But she wasn't going to be there for a while, and I looked like my lashes were throwing up gang signs. Well, not really, but it did eventually. So I went, nice lady. She looked at my file because they're supposed to track the type of lashes, the length, the style, whatever. So I'm trusting that's what she's doing. Ooh, when I tell y'all I got off that table, I looked like I was about to take flight. Do you hear me? All of my lashes were one length. It wasn't a natural flow. Like, you can't really see my lashes now, but your lashes have a natural pattern, a natural flow. And my stylist kind of, even though they're not my lashes, my real lashes, the way she puts them in, you would think they were, even though they're a little long. But just when I go to the shorter size, you would think they were my lashes because they naturally flow with my eyes, my face, everything. But baby, these lashes was like in my face. Now, granted, if you kind of move to the left, move to the right, put your head up, put your head down, I kind of got good looking views from different angles. I was like, okay, well, maybe I could rock with this. I don't know. I wasn't. And then, because, you know, I looked at them in the mirror, but I think they have a special lighting in it to make you think you look good when you really don't. It had to be because I was like, okay, well, maybe I could deal with this. Maybe. This story is way too long than it has to be, because I'm gonna get to my appointment today with this lash stylist that I set up an appointment with, because that's a whole nother beast there. So I left. I got home. Oh my gosh, these things they started to get heavy. I was like, they were sticking together. I had an event to go to the next day. I didn't have time to deal with it, so I just brushed. But when I tried to brush with the eyelash brush that I got from them, it didn't do anything but tear the brush up. The eyelash bristle brush. Eyelash bristle brush, whatever them things are called. Eyelash brush. Them things were so darn hard and stiff. I mean, I had to rock with it. You know, I had to improvise. I had an event to go to. I ain't had time to be fooled up with them at that moment. So I called the next day, talked to the manager who I'm familiar with, told her my entire story. She never offered anything. And at this point now, I had paid for a full set, $75. Plus I tipped my main girl stylist $20, $25, something like that. So what I'm looking at now, $100. I go back for a mini fill-in, which I was irritated they even charged me for, even though I missed my 3-day window. Those lashes supposed to last me for 2 weeks. You're not gonna blame the climate, my body odor, my body chemical change, or oils in my skin. But anyway, I rock with it. I paid the $40, plus I gave her a $15 tip. So now I'm pushing $200 for some lashes that haven't even been in my eyes a freaking week. So I'm talking to her, telling her my situation. Okay, I'm gonna note with your stylist, let her know what happened, and we'll figure something out. Which means to me is you're not giving me a credit. That's fine. So before I take you off of my automatic debit at my bank account, because I'm no longer on the contract, but I still get automatic debit. So when I go up there, I just pay a tip and I go. Where was I? Amazing Lash. Let me fast. So I put on Facebook that at this point, my lashes all clunked together. They having a party on my face. They throwing up gang side, west side, east side, north side, south side. They just doing all kind of stuff on their own. So I put on Facebook that my lashes throwing up gang sides. Can I get a recommendation? I'm a big, firm believer in referrals, recommendations, because I don't mind spending money for things that I do for myself. However, I want to make sure I spend my money where I know that the person has a track record, that somebody, a Yelp. It doesn't have to be official Yelp, but just a Yelp. I need somebody to tell me, yeah, I go there, yeah, she good. Yeah, I go there, now she ain't good. I need some feedback. Because I give referrals. If you do good service, if you do right by me, whether you a doctor, a store, a personal service of mine, I'm going to get you some customers. Because I get some stuff done. Not a lot of stuff, but the stuff that I do, I enjoy, like my lashes. Anyway, so I'm looking for another stylist now, because I'm like, okay, it's not my stylist. I'm thinking now is the products that they use, some bootleg products, because it is not a corporate store. And I've heard rumors before that this particular location was not using the actual products that Amazing Lash, the corporation, sends them, that they were using different products. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Not my problem, but you're not going to keep charging me an arm and a leg and my lashes falling off in 3 days. See, I'm spitting still. I got a bunch of referrals, but one young lady sent me a link to a personal page. So I went to the link, because even though people were recommending locations or different salons, they never said a name. And so I just went to the first person who gave me an actual name of a person. Went to her page, scrolled through. Wow, these look good. These look like the ones I get. Good recommendations, people giving her props. It's a referral. You got me. So I messaged the young lady. Over a few day period of time, we was going back and forth trying to finagle what's the perfect time. So in my mind, I'm thinking either she's doing it out of her home, or she's not quite in a salon. I really wasn't sure. I didn't ask, because I've been to people's houses before. Hell, I've been in the back of a nail shop getting my lashes done. Okay, so I'm not bougie. Well, I go wherever you at. I just keep my purse in the car. Finally, we nailed down a date. She says, I'm gonna send you a link. Please read the instructions. So she sends me this email to pay a deposit. Okay, I've never done this before. I've heard about this process where you go to different stylists, whether it's hair, nails, whatever. They use this program for you to put a deposit down, which is non-refundable, but it goes towards your service when you show up for your appointment. And if you don't make it to your appointment for whatever reason, you don't get refunded. You have to do it, start all over again. Fine, I totally get it. People's time is precious, and they ain't got time for people be making appointments and not showing up, messing with their money. I get it. I got that Monday at 11. It's in my radar because I'm getting my lashes done today. The next day, Tuesday, yesterday, I went in. I paid the $20. Yay! I got an appointment. She's a good stylist. I'm finna be fly. So in the meantime, I'm taking all these other lashes still hanging on by a thread. They heavy. They hurting me. They itching. They horrible. Let me just tell my little story. Then I come back and read y'all the text messages, the Facebook messages that went back and forth between me and the young lady. But I'm not gonna mention her name because let me tell you something. One thing about me, I didn't necessarily care for how she dealt with me, but that doesn't take away from the fact that she seems to do good work. And I'm not going to stop anybody's hustle. Now, if I'd have got face to face with her, wasn't happy with something, and the issue wasn't resolved, that's a whole different story. I probably still wouldn't have said anything bad about her, but I wouldn't have referred her to anybody. I'm not going to refer her now because clearly she feels she's that good that she don't need me. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. Okay, my appointment's at 11:30. She messages me 9ish. It's a good window to cancel something. Hey love, very nice. Hey, I don't even know her. Hey love, I just wanted you to know that you made your deposit after the required time frame and your appointment was booked, and so I'm still gonna honor your deposit, which I liked. And can you come another day? Can we reschedule you? So I said, well, do you still have any appointments early? Because when we were trying to finagle, she had some earlier appointments, and now I'm available because my dentist canceled on me. No, ma'am, I don't. I'm sorry. No, she didn't say I'm sorry. She never apologized. She said, I don't know what happened, but my email should have expired and shouldn't have allowed you to pay the deposit after the 24 hours because it normally does not. Because if you don't pay, I'm booking. I'm booking. I get it, okay? But it didn't expire. I did pay. But you didn't contact me when you got that money, but you contact me the next day because I'm a conspiracy theorist, okay? So she don't know me from a can of paint. I get it. She says, so I was like, okay. So I go back and I read it. Nothing about paying within an hour, paying within 24 hours. This email was self-destruct. None of that. So I go back and I just say, hey, but I also noticed on your email, and I'm giving feedback now because for future reference, because if you're doing business and your information that you're giving out is conflicting with what you're saying out of your mouth or in your text message, you would want to know that, right? You would think. I would want somebody to say, well, hey, your email says 1, 2, 3, but you're telling me 4, 5, 6. So that's why I'm thinking we're going to have a dialogue. She says, what's the problem? I notified you. I said, well, there is no problem. I'm a little disappointed, but there's no problem. I'm just letting you know that your email does not reflect what you're telling me in this text message. Then she sends me a screenshot of Instagram with something totally different than what the email says. Now, I skimmed through. I didn't read word for word because at this point it's in the morning. I don't give a shit. Cancel my appointment. I'm just trying to give you some feedback to say, hey, look, your stuff is conflicting, okay? So, but I'm a nice person. I did say that in the beginning, so I'm still being nice. And I stayed nice. So I'm gonna get to that. And she basically was like, you mad or no? I mean, I was like, look, I don't think I'm saying to you, no, this is what she said. I said, well, what you sent me from your IG and what's in the email, they're conflicting. They don't match. LOL, excuse me. So I read what I sent her. I said, well, maybe she don't understand the words that are being typed into this message. So I retyped it. Your email that you sent me for payment does not reflect the same information from the IG screenshot that you just sent to me. Are we clear? Oh, I wish I could get into my phone right now so I could tell. Oh, I bit my damn lip and I spit. Ah! These braces. Let me get myself together because I'm getting hyped. I done bit my lip. I done spit at you. Now you probably think I'm not nice anymore. And I cuss. I forget. Okay, so I'm just trying to make that because I can't get into my phone right now because I'm recording on this freaking phone. I can't figure out my freaking camera. I don't even know if I'm going to edit this stuff out yet. I don't know. Because my son said my video should not be more than 15 minutes. But this is a good story. Well, it's a good for me. She was like, I'm improvising here because this was this morning. I done vented to my husband. I done cried. I'm a big crybaby because I was shaking so bad because the not so nice part of me wanted to go ham. And I said, look, I'm not arguing with you. I said, you know, because she said, would it make a difference if they did match? Well, of course it would. Because if you tell me I have 24 hours or an hour or this message with self-destruct, I want to keep my appointment, I'm going to pay. I would have never let 24 hours and 53 minutes go by if I knew it was a time frame for me to make this freaking appointment. Well, I don't go around telling people that they have an hour. That's fine. You shouldn't have to. But it should be reflective in the information that you send. If you don't make a deposit within a certain amount of time, you forfeit your appointment. That means the onus is on me now to get you your deposit. It's not on you. It's on me. But that was not reflecting in the email that you sent. You never said I had a time frame to book this appointment. So I said, well, just for future reference, you should know this. She said, what is the problem? You sound like you upset or something. I said, no, I'm not upset. I'm far from upset. I'm a little disappointed because I hear that you're a great stylist. At this point now, I'm feeling unprofessionalism. So I said, and that you're very professional and you handle your business. Well, I am a good stylist. Well, that's how I read her message, because now you're not professional still. I am a good stylist. Okay, clearly she has a certain type of clientele now. I'm still giving her ass the benefit of the doubt because now I'm thinking she's used to dealing with people that she has to argue with. But I'm not the one, because I'm not going to argue with you. I'm trying to help you be better and be great at what you're doing. You got the skills going on. Now you just need to have the support system to back it up. And people who genuinely care about what you're doing, they're going to give you positive feedback to say, hey, well, maybe next time this is how it should be handled. I didn't even go that far. I just said what you're sending me didn't match. So now she's saying you being complicated. You sound like you upset. I said, I'm far from upset. I'm far from angry. I said, once again, I'm disappointed because I was looking forward to getting my lashes done. I said, I'm just trying to get you to understand that I wasn't aware. But I told you, I gave you a courtesy to let you. You did, and I appreciate it. And you still going to let me use my deposit. But I'm just letting you, when I tell you, and finally I said to I'm improvising. I'm probably saying more than what, this is my version of what was said, not exactly what the text message said, because I said to her finally, I said, you know what? I'm not arguing with you. I said, I'm just here to let you know what you're telling me is not what's reflective in the email. And I don't keep saying that over and over. That's what I keep saying now. I don't even know why I keep saying that, but I have questions. And if I'm okay with the 20, and then she says, oh, you mad because you had to pay a $20 deposit? I never mentioned money. $20 to me is neither here nor there. Now, I don't just go around giving away $20. I just don't have it to give that way. But certain things that I spend my money on, I don't spend my money on my hair. I get this shit shaved off. If the $20 was an issue, I would have never paid the deposit. Okay? I've lost more for less, if that makes sense. So don't come at me, little girl, about no damn $20. Now listen, now that comment right there, let me know in that freaking moment that she dealing with some hood rats, because who fusses about $20? The rules are clear. $20 deposit, $50 in cash at the appointment, $70 for a full set. If you do not make your appointment or cancel within a certain period of time, you forfeit your $20. But if you come to your appointment, your $20 is applied to your fee, and you pay $50 in cash at the time of the appointment. It's clear. I had a choice. I'm not fussing about $20. Okay, if you need $20 that bad, get a GoFundMe and I'll consider giving you $20. That is not my issue. My issue is the discrepancy of you sending me an email and then you coming at me like I'm supposed to know what your rules are. And then she's gonna give me the time. Again, I'm not gonna tell you who she worked for. She gave me, you saw the logo on the email, didn't you? You should have looked it up. Now I gotta go dumpster dive for your rules and regulations on how you do business. That is not right. What the fuck? If you are a business, a service, I should not have to dumpster dive and search for your rules and regulations in order to use your service. If you're providing a service and there's criteria around your services, you are obligated morally to tell your customers what those are. I should not have to search and Google what your rules are. And I'm definitely not going to search and Google your ass on Instagram. Hell, I'm 47 years old. I better know how to use my Instagram. My son says my page is chaotic. As a matter of fact, go check out my Instagram as Monroe Bishop _. So I just feel like it was a lot of unprofessionalism going on. It was like she was nice nasty now. And of course I'm reading into this message because the way you're texting me in this message makes me feel as if you did me some sort of favor by letting me know 2 hours before my appointment that I don't have an appointment. Because if I hadn't made my appointment, you would have known me, let me know right then and there my $20 was forfeited. So when I made the appointment yesterday at 11:53, which was 24 hours and 53 minutes after you sent the email, I should have been notified right then that my appointment was no longer available. That's what you call professional courtesy. So that should trigger you to do some fact check, because it's fake news at this point. Okay? I started shaking and trembling, and I just spit again. Oh my gosh. I have to say though, I feel a little bit better after I done vented to you all. Even though this was not my plan for this vlog, I done clearly took up my whole entire week with these 2 scenarios, and a lot more shit had gone on this week that I want to talk about in 15 minutes or less. So I'm not gonna make that obligation because I'm clearly over my 15 minutes, and I clearly done talked about this story that I really want to get off my chest because, you know, I get it. When you're in a service business, people make appointments all day long and they break appointments, don't show up, and treat you as if your time is not valuable, your money is not worth it. We're a self-absorbed society, so if people make appointments and cancel frivolously all the time, thinking they can get the next appointment, and it does affect people's money. I get it, so I don't have a problem making appointments, putting deposits down, because I get it. Okay, and I understand this, and I think as a professional courtesy, which she did give me, but you don't argue with somebody who's not arguing with you. You don't know me. And if you have the type of clientele that you have to argue with, you might want to consider whose lashes you're doing, because you should not have to argue over $20. Either they're going to pay the $20 or they're not. But if somebody is clearly pointing out that your email is not reflective of what you're saying, you don't attack me. I'm not attacking you. I'm not mad. I was getting ready to make another appointment because I truly looked at her work and saw that it was good quality work, and and the person who referred me to her is a person that I know personally, who I trust. So now you've lost a customer, and you probably don't care, because people who you're dealing with are going to keep coming to you. But let me tell you something, the people who are loyal to you do not argue, finagle, try to get a ghetto deal, try to fight with you, try to over semantics over $20. So the clientele that you have is short-lived. Even though lashes come a dime a dozen, they're not loyal to you because they don't care how you do business. When people care about how you do business and want you to succeed and do well, those are the type of customers that you want to try to keep, because they're not trying to hurt you, they're trying to help you be better about things. And let me tell you something, customer service is so important to me. I don't care if you're the best of the best, the cream of the crop. If you treat me some type of way, you treat me like shit, like what I'm bringing to the table doesn't matter to you, you don't need me, I'll go somewhere else. Just like somebody referred you to me, It will refer somebody else to me as well. And my little $70 may not make or break you, but just imagine if you keep losing the $70 behind those type of responses to people who are trying to conversate with you, because that was a conversation. And I said several times in the message, I'm not arguing. I'm just trying to understand, the process. This is new to me. I've never paid a deposit before. I've heard about it. So when you are a service industry and you using these different programs, you have to kind of like doctors. They get on my nerves, the doctors. This is another rant I'm having. You go to the doctor, you make an appointment. If you don't cancel within 24 hours, you got to pay $50, $75. I get it. You messing with their money. But don't have me make an appointment to be there at 1 and I don't get into your office until 1:15 because you overbooked or you slow or whatever the case may be. Then you owe me $50. Well, run me my money. I would have a whole bunch of money right now if the rules or the guidelines that you put on your customers or your patients or whatever, if you apply them to yourself, then you'll do better business. You'll have better business practices, because guess what? You're holding your own self accountable at that point. Okay, so I'm off my soapbox. I actually feel a whole lot better. I'm still a little disappointed because I don't have any lashes on. I look like a naked mole rat. And so I'm gonna have to go to Amazing Lash. After all that, I'm so anxious because I look crazy as hell, and I have to keep lashes on, even though I have really good lashes. They're really a good length. I can put some mascara on. I feel like I need lashes, because not for everybody else, but for me, because I keep a bald head. I have a long head, so I kind of like want to bring, everything together. So if you look at my beautiful lash extensions, you won't focus on my long jawline, my bald sides, which I'm thinning right here. I'm going to get my hair cut today because I got all these designs put in my head. So they got to cut. Now I got to go really, 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 really low to so it can grow back evenly, so I can get another design, which my husband hates, by the way. But I really like them. I know I'm probably a little too old for designs in my head, but you know what? It is what it is. You only live once. He lucky I don't dye my hair purple, because that's what I really want to do, is dye my hair purple. But because I have this psoriasis or whatever, that scalp crap going on, I'm really limited on what I do to my hair. I just rinse it black and keep it moving, but I don't know. Anyway, that's my story telling for today. My personal moment situation that I'm dealing with. Usually I go in my closet and cry, and I'm telling you, I was almost tempted to go in my closet and cry, because I've been crying a lot lately. It's the weather. It's been raining the past couple days. People in my life are frustrating the hell out of me. Oh my gosh, I cannot. And that's what I wanted to vent about. Oh, I'm back. I got so much to talk about. I hope you guys are listening. And hopefully I won't have to keep vlogging in my car. I have a space in the house, but I got so many people in there. They all sleep. They work at night. So I didn't want to make my business. I just wanted to share it with you guys. So if you like my video, you know the drill. Give me a thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe. As also, I have a podcast, Tea with Monroe, the podcast, where me and the hubby duke it out about a lot of different things. If you have some topics for me for my podcast, put them in the comments. If you have anything you would like for me to talk about here on my vlog, my PMS vlog, where it's like a vent session or a personal moment where I could just share some of the things that are going on in my life with people who can judge me from afar but can't in person and don't know me that well, but they care to listen, hit me up. I'll talk about it. I have a huge opinion about some shit. I'm not always right, but I definitely have an answer for you, whether you like it or not. It's okay. So check me out, Tea with Monroe, the podcast, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and SoundCloud. And I am out. And hopefully when I come back, I have some lashes. Off to Amazing Lash. Oh. Whew, I don't care what I do. I can't make myself look any better. But I feel better. Got my lashes done. I ended up going back to Amazing Lash to see my normal stylist. I didn't have a choice. They did not give me a break on the cost. But you know what? That's okay. I'm going to cancel my automatic debit. And I'm going to try to find me a stylist. Oh my God, look at this. Anyway, dinner is over. I'm in the bed. I'm watching that Halle Berry movie, Kidnapped, I think it is, when her son get kidnapped. And I'm relaxing. Anyway, good night.